Howdy folks, and welcome back to She-Ra and the Princesses of Power. Today we're going to be starting up the 5th and final season of the show with episode 1, which is titled Horde Prime. And we are in the end game now. Glimmer is off planet, captured by Horde Prime. Catra has sworn allegiance. I'll talk a little about that here in a second. The sword is broken, there is no She-Ra, but on the plus side we have King Micah and Entrapta back, so it's not all bad, it's just mostly bad. And with Catra, I think she's on borrowed time because for now we have Horde Prime who's keeping her around and obviously wants to learn whatever he can from her about the Geo weapon that essentially is Etheria at this point. But I think as soon as he gets the info he needs from her, Catra doesn't really fit in with his vision of order, right, for the universe, if you will. Especially if all or most of his forces is made up of cloned versions of him. Yeah, that's not Catra, so I have a feeling that eventually that's going to go very badly, and she's going to view it as yet another person leaving her. I don't know what that's going to do. I don't know how much more her kind of mental state can fray, but I guess we're going to test that whenever we get to that. I don't know if it's going to be this episode or a couple episodes from now, closer to the finale. I don't know, but that's kind of how I foresee that going. My Oracle senses have been right more often than they've been wrong. But yeah, really interesting predicament we find ourselves in, especially with Glimmer not even being there, right? Kind of the Queen of Bright Moon, the person who's been trying to establish herself as the leader of the rebellion. I'm the queen, you all listen to me, is gone, is no more. And Adora, who normally would be giving the orders and kind of planning things and stuff, is not She-Ra. I mean, there's, you know, semantics between who really is She-Ra, like is She-Ra Etheria, is She-Ra first one, like is it the sword, is it her? There's a lot of questions to be answered there, but certainly the conduit for accessing the She-Ra powers, the sword, is no more. So I'm curious to see. I guess King Micah might step up into more of a leadership role in Glimmer's absence and the absence of She-Ra. But I'm really curious to see what they can do there. If Entrapta can somehow like build another sword, kind of, so to speak. But hey, none of these questions will be answered unless we watch on. So let's scooch over here as I take this opportunity to thank you for watching me watch this thing. Hey, like I said, we're in season 5. Do all the YouTube things. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you see when more of these hit the feed. You're not going to want to miss any of these. From what I've heard, season 5 is spicy from start to finish. So hey, hit that subscribe button, smash that MF like button, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think of this episode, of the reaction, anything you want to tell me. And as always, if you want to get this or any other She-Ra uncut, unedited, and the next a couple weeks early, there's a link to the Patreon in the description below if you'd like to support the channel just a little bit extra. And hey, if you're into Fiona and Cake, as I'm recording this, they've just leaked or announced that season 2 of Fiona and Cake is going to be coming late October. So as you're seeing this on the main feed, if you're not a patron and you're into both this show and Fiona and Cake and Has-Been Hotel, it looks like I'm going to be doing 3 shows at once for a little bit. So oops, that'll be fun. Hey, now is a great time to join up on the Patreon if you want to support the channel a little bit extra. But as always, I'm glad that you're just here watching on YouTube. Now let's get into it. She-Ra and the Princesses of Power, Season 5, Episode 1, Horde Prime. Starting up in 3, 2, 1, go. How's my Hordak voice? I tried really hard for that. I mean, I didn't really try. I just kind of brought my voice down here a little bit. Yeah, like I said last time, that's a lot of ships. And I do like the white color scheme. Yeah, okay, so a lot of robots basically. Not a sword, but you know, at least she's got some kind of a weapon, right?
2 down.
Millions to go.
I'll get the next one, I guess.
Not a lot of water around here. Can't really do too much.
My turn.
Oh look, there was a river. What do you know?
Come on, let's go before they... Adora!
Oh, she's about to get hurt, isn't she? So is she gonna have a bit of a Glimmer arc this season?
For the honor of...
Yeah, that's right. Hey, now the animators don't have to worry about animating the sword even more now. I know they solved that problem last season with the bracelet, I guess we can call it.
You're not She-Ra anymore, remember?
Yeah.
I'm on it!
Yeah, but she can still fight. She still does have the horde training. Oh, and
Who are you?
Catcher's like, nobody. Don't worry about it. Anyway, while the intro is playing, my tea for tonight is peppermint. And I guess I'll talk about the color scheme. So much of the horde that we saw, like a typical bad guy color is wearing black. Like I've made a bunch of comparisons to like Star Wars. Think of like Darth Vader all in black. Ooh. I do like the... Okay, I'm going to pause on this lovely freeze frame of everybody, just kind of taking everybody in. All of our princesses. King Micah, welcome to the party. As well as Natasha Spinnerella. I don't know if they've been there the whole time. But also Entrapta, good to have you back. I don't remember if she was gone from the last one. But, oh, and Scorpia, just like looking cute in the background waving. But one shot that I noticed here is... like we had in past seasons where Hordak was kind of the big imposing figure, and we had like Scorpia kind of like off to the side, like arms crossed, like looking away, and you know, at Catra and like Double Trouble looking like threatening and all that. Now it's Horde Prime is the big imposing figure, and we have Hordak who kind of has his arms crossed and he's looking away, much like Scorpia in the last season. Like I said, now look, here's Scorpia with all the heroes. I posited some point last season that it's possible that, you know, once Hordak is reunited with Horde Prime, like we saw how horrific that was, that he kind of did a little factory overwrite on him. And I was saying, I don't know how permanent that's going to be. Every time you see that happen in shows like this, there's some kind of like, I know he's still in there kind of. And I think potentially that consciousness, memories and whatever will be able to come through, and he'll be like, I don't want this. And we'll have to essentially kind of have to come crawling to the princesses and be like, I surrender, help me stop him, or I want to help you stop him, basically. So I could definitely see that happening for his character. But what I wanted to say is villains typically, you know, like black is a very villain color in a lot of media, right? And certainly we got a lot of dark colors in the Fright Zone. It was a lot of like, you know, industrial darkness, a lot of metal, a lot of chrome, all that kind of stuff. But for Horde Prime to be like white is his color. I think that's a really nice juxtaposition. And even when his bots and stuff are coming down to Etheria, typically we're used to seeing like the gray metal, but now we see like the white, whatever substance that makes these up, with little bits of green here and there. But it makes for a nice kind of color that we haven't really seen too much of in the show used to great extent, right? To the extent that colors have been used in the show. Definitely not something we've seen from the Horde that's been here, which might be another kind of difference between, you know, the big Horde at large and our version of the Horde that we've had since the beginning of the show on Etheria, which I think is a nice way to kind of differentiate between us and them. Also just the general design of the bots and everything. But I just like it. It looks really clean and it's nice. Anyway, little analysis complete, very long analysis complete. Let us continue on with the episode. I already used the "oh my god, it's full of stars" joke in the last one, so I can't do it again. Previously on She-Ra, in case you forgot. It's okay. They've got to do something. The show is still called She-Ra and the Princesses of Power. It's not called Adora, who was formerly She-Ra, and currently the princesses who still do have power. Show's still called She-Ra, damn it. Ah, the shards of Narsil. The blade that was broken. Oh, and I didn't even get into the glimmerness of it all. Her still saying I can fight even though I'm not She-Ra anymore is very reminiscent of Glimmer in the last season. I'm the queen now. I can still fight even though I'm needed here for all the Bright Moon bureaucracy stuff, basically, right?
Have you guys finished the update to Mara's ship yet? How soon can we take off to rescue Glimmer?
It's a little more complicated since...
Nice! The necessary repairs and upgrades to the shields, the engines, and the life support should take us approximately... very long time.
Yeah, they've never had to go off planet before.
This isn't just a little update. Space has a lot more dangers and variables.
Yep.
All it takes is one little hull breach and then whoosh!
Yep.
That's it!
I am so glad that Entrapped is back, by the way.
The sorcerer's spells will only keep us hidden for so long. Then what? Your daughter understood well enough.
You don't get to talk to me about my daughter.
Ooh.
She would have never had us abandon Bright Moon.
We couldn't hold Bright Moon with the galactic horde attacking us from overhead.
And I do like this.
Precisely why we should use the Heart of Etheria.
Oh no, we've already been over this.
So we're not doing that because A, without Glimmer, and more importantly, without She-Ra, the Heart of Etheria won't work.
Our scouts report that another one of his spires has been spotted near Thamor.
Wait. Didn't we just save Thamor?
I was gonna
You're
say,
thinking of Elberon.
there's too many minor towns.
I'll do it. I'll bring them back here.
Oh, Adora, you really ought to bring backup. You're not, you know who anymore.
We don't like to use the S word. It makes her feel uncomfortable these days. But what I wanted to say is that I kind of like that, you know, King Micah is, you know, trying to do the leader thing, but he's been gone for so long. He has no idea, like, what's been going on or who any of these people are or anything, but he does know Shadow Weaver, and he knows not to trust her, even though Shadow Weaver has been privy to everything, and more than anybody here, probably including Adora, knows about the Horde, right? Or at least our version of the Horde. So I think it's interesting. Like, I think definitely in this moment, like, I trust Shadow Weaver to have the most sound plans. But I know that, like, that is probably a very unpopular opinion in this room where all the characters are. So it'll be interesting to see how Micah and her kind of butt heads throughout all of this.
Wherever she is, we'll get her back.
I do want some kind of a moment where Micah has to, like, kind of come to terms with, like, okay, Shadow Weaver's good now. Yeah, look, and typically prison cells are like dark and dingy. This one's like super bright and...
Someone answer me!
Katra, of course. Yeah, shouldn't talk to the prisoner, right? Can't have any outside variables interfering with my mindset that what I'm doing is right?
I don't want to jinx it or anything, but this is a pretty great first mission together.
Between your hooves
And your pincers.
and our positive attitude, nothing can get in our way.
Team No Thumbs, let's go. Oh, She-Ra doll, come on. You dropped this, King. But you're not her anymore.
Beeps and that look are never a good combination.
Yo, nice specs, Bo.
We've got trouble.
Triple trouble.
3 Hordax?
More so than double trouble. By the way, double trouble's still fucking around somewhere. We can probably use them to great effect.
Wait! Adora!
Not the best time to rush in, I don't think.
Excuse me, Lord Prime.
Lord Horde Prime.
You wanted to see me?
The Horde Lord. Is his consciousness like down there with the 3 other ones?
Katra. That is your name, is it not?
It's a different stress on the A. It's more Katra than Katra.
The question is, what do we do with you now?
Yep.
Remember that big planet-sized Etheria weapon? Well, I'm the only one who can tell you how it works. You need me.
At least until I can
You
get that
would
info,
pledge
right?
your loyalty to me, Katra?
Oh, he got the pronunciation right that time.
What do you say?
His voice is so good.
Hello, Adora?
What happened? Did we get him?
Okay,
Very much
don't
no.
get mad, but I may have had to sting you. Just a little.
What? You stung me?
I'm sorry. So,
This doesn't count as drunk
don't
Adora.
regret it, and we'll do it again if needed. Sorry, again.
You want a hug to make you feel better?
You have to stop acting like you're invincible.
You don't need to say it. I thought maybe I could get those clones to tell us where Glimmer is being held. Then at least I'd be one step closer to saving her.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, she can still plan. Yeah, she might not be She-Ra anymore, but she still has all the tactical planning from the Horde, right?
Hey.
Hey,
Ready to go
Hordak.
again?
This time there's no Scorpia here to sting me. She's here to sting you this time. Oh, this one's dead. Never mind. Can't use this one.
Pretty fancy accommodations, huh? Well, for a prisoner, that is.
They even put cushions in here for me.
The Horde's the Horde, even in space. As long as I'm of value to Horde Prime, I've got a place in this world.
Yeah, as long as you have value. Like I said, as soon as he gets what he needs from you.
Do you really think you can come out on top?
Horde Prime requests your presence as his guests for dinner this evening. Both of you.
Okay, I was about to say, which one? Oh.
Horde Prime took my friend Glimmer, and I want her back. Where is she?
Your friend is an honored guest of Horde Prime. Emperor of the Galactic Horde, ruler of the known universe,
And this one sounds...
regent of the seven skies.
This one sounds like a cross between Horde Prime and Hordak. The Hordak that we know.
She is chosen, basking in the light of Prime's favor. He who brings the day and the night.
Okay, we get it.
Glory be to Horde Prime, revered
Damn.
one of the shining galaxies.
All of his clones are just like horny for him.
Your queen is safe, unlike your rebel friends.
And unlike me, if I tell you all this stuff, oh, he's gonna punish me. Ooh, nice. See, they have the best combo attacks Mermista and Frosta do.
This is amazing!
And of course.
Tech from a distant world!
Ah, forget about the first ones. I'm all about aliens now.
Micah!
Nice. See? Instinctively, she saved him. Got any more of those? Oh, yeah.
Excuse me, pardon me.
Do you think Shadow Wave is going to be like, well, damn, she did have it in her. Yo, that was a transition. Yo, what the fuck? Enjoy your ice gelatin. And once again, I mentioned about
strive
the...
to treat my guests well. I believe we can learn a great deal from one another.
I mentioned the dinginess of her cell. And now look, like, honored guest at his table with him partaking in his feast.
Ah, enjoyable, yes. It's a delicacy from a distant world. It was very much like Etheria.
Ah, dungeon
This dish
food.
is incredibly rare, as that world no longer exists.
Yeah.
Seconds?
Damn.
Thank you.
What a
Speaking
thing
of
to say. But also, speaking of his hospitality, to say this dish is incredibly rare because the planet no longer exists, and then saying, like, do you want seconds of this? Like, that's hospitality. No, not the She-Ra doll. She dropped it again. That little girl.
Ah, here she is. Your beacon of hope.
Ooh.
Adora. A nuisance that must be purged in order to bring peace to Etheria.
Stop! Don't hurt her! You want to use the weapon, right? You need all the princesses, and that includes She-Ra. You can't hurt her.
Because what they said, that She-Ra's the only conduit, like,
Very well.
powerful enough.
This has been most illuminating. Thank you, Glimmer. I do look forward to more of our conversations.
Yeah, what he was saying, like, we can learn so much from each other. I mean, they did kind of stop.
Are you okay?
He did call them off last second.
Right, Bo? I can't fight them all. I'm not strong enough. I'm not She-Ra. I'm not a hero anymore. I can't do this alone.
But Adora, you aren't alone.
Yeah, we have all these princesses fighting by your side, still for you, right?
We've got this. Together.
Bo, the drone!
Got it!
Good shot, as always, Bo.
Frosta! Ice catapult!
Yo, little frostball special. Nice.
I think I know where we can go.
The place that we saw in her dream, do we know where that is? I didn't recognize it immediately.
These princesses are so predictable with their feelings.
As were you. Adora means something to you.
Ooh.
No, she doesn't. She chose her side. I chose mine.
such strong connections to one another. It's what makes you weak. Now that I know about She-Ra and the weapon, what purpose do I have for you?
Yep.
Little ploy of parsing out information like a bargaining chip was never going to last long out here.
Yep.
I see all. I know all.
All right, that's a bar, by the way. I see all, I know all. But I was just about to say, like, what he learned from Glimmer, like, in addition to what he got from observing Catra, what he got from Glimmer saying, you need She-Ra, you need all the princesses. Like he said, so predictable, they will, you know, give their connections to each other mean so much, right? So in that moment, he knew that Glimmer was telling the absolute truth there. He knows that he needs the princesses and She-Ra and nobody else, right? He can literally genocide like the whole planet as long as he leaves like the 6 of them. There's like 5 runestones, right? Plus Adora. As long as he leaves like the 6 of them alive, like nobody else matters to him. So that makes Glimmer, you know, like I said, the prisoner, like incredibly valuable. I know he already like was treating her nicely and all that kind of stuff, but now, like I said, Catra means nothing to him. And just what was I saying about leaving everybody but the 6 of them, leaving only those 6 alive? Yeah.
But fear not, I have great plans for you.
Yeah, I was just about to say, that doesn't mean he's gonna kill her though.
Even you, little sister.
Oh. That's so ominous for him to call her that.
A place where we'll be safe. Madame Raz brought me there, and I saw it again in my dreams.
I'm trying to remember.
There!
Because this would be something from Madame Raz all the way back in like episode 3, right? Because this is tied with Raz, is this like another temporal anomaly kind of thing? Yeah, those creatures that we've...
Where are we?
The deepest part of the Whispering Woods. Horde Prime won't find us here.
Then all of a sudden the drones come like pouring in.
Adora!
A lot of those were other parts of her dream too. We saw yo, that's how that one ends? Oh shit. Yo, we really we really aren't playing with the we're just getting continual story now at this point. I mean, we had been for a while, but like even earlier in like season 4, like it wasn't like continually running, right? Yes, there were some episodes that kind of fed into each other, but it was hardly ever like immediately right after. Like the consequences of one directly led to the other, and even at one point we kind of joined them in media res after they had already failed on a mission that we just straight up didn't see. And I know that like, yes, but once we get here, it's like, okay, here's where the show like does not stop. I mean, you could argue parts of season 4 for that, kind of after, oh shoot, I forget what episode it was, but there's definitely a point where people were like, all right, there's completely foot off the brakes, all gas from here on out. So for an episode to just kind of end like that, it's very much like next episode will probably pick up like right there, right? Like with her waking up. Probably, that's what I would guess anyway. Good start to the season. Horde Prime is becoming one of my favorite characters because he's so intimidating. His presence, his aura, like dude knows how to aura farm, let's just say. Yeah, just everything about him, like his stature, his voice, his poise, like the way he carries himself, like we know that he's like pure evil, but he has treated us with, at least us in terms of kind of viewing things through Glimmer's eyes, right? Her kind of being our surrogate there. Like of everybody, like we are rooting for Glimmer the most, probably, right? Because we know Catra's been like a villain throughout the whole show. She's trying to ally herself with Horde Prime, so we're like, we just want Glimmer to get out of there. So we're kind of like, essentially seeing these scenarios through her eyes, right? And so when I say he's treated us with nothing but kindness and respect and grace and everything, I mean to say Glimmer. Yeah, just not a single... I mean, aside from like threatening to like destroy her planet and take over and kill all of her friends, right? which one could argue that he never actually intended to kill them because he was just doing that to get information out of her. Aside from that, he's been, like I said, he offered her like the rare dish from the other planet that presumably got destroyed, right? Like a delicacy. Like if that would be like if I had somebody over and I was like, hey, do you want to open one of my Pokemon card boxes that I keep up there? Obviously I'm hanging on to these because, they're going up in value every day basically. And, just trying to invest a little bit in some collectible stuff that I do enjoy and, try to make a little bit of a profit there. But, like that would be akin to me being like, hey, open one of my boxes of Pokemon cards. Just go for it. Have fun. Which, very, very kind on the surface, right? Even though, like I said, he was just trying to get information, all that kind of stuff. And that's kind of what makes him interesting. Like he's out here literally playing 5D chess. He doesn't have to. Like, I think if he sent his full forces in to Etheria, like everyone would be like dead by now. Like there'd be no stopping them, like with the true might of the Horde, right? But he's not, because he needs the information. He needs to know what to do, how to treat this planet basically, and who's important on the planet. Because, like now he knows he needs those 5 princesses and Adora. I think it's 5, right? Bright Moon. So it would be Glimmer, Frosta, Perfuma, Scorpia, Mermista, right? That's 5, and then Adora. So yeah. So like I said, aside from those 6 people, like nobody else matters to him. So he could go in there and like conquer immediately, but it's more of like like I said, like playing 5D chess. And I think that's way more interesting than him being like a brutal, ruthless kind of dictator guy, right? Even though we know that he is, that's not how he carries himself. And I think that's far more interesting for a villain to be. I don't have too much else to say about it. It was like a pretty fine intro to like how things are going to be this season. I guess we're just kind of waiting on more of a plan to form for them now that we've gotten to hopefully a place that should be somewhat safe for us. I don't know if what Adora's visions kind of coming to her are kind of lead her to like come up with like the plan to like get Glimmer back and to stop him. But I'm really interested to see how this plays out, because at least on the surface, how I'm feeling about it now, I feel like they're going to have to use the Heart of Etheria. But to what extent, or if they can even control it, I don't know. And like I said, I already know that the 2-part finale is called Heart Part 1 and Heart Part 2. So I know that, obviously this is the big MacGuffin of the season. Horde Prime is after it because it's a weapon of unlimited power. And unfortunately, I think we're going to have to figure out how to use it, because we need a weapon of unlimited power to stop him, right? It's almost like one of those things, like we have to try to use it just to stop him, to spare every other planet, because if we don't, there's not going to be any other planets, right? Because he is going to use it to do his will. So it's kind of a really kind of fucked up catch-22. And yeah, I'm just really excited to see how it plays out and how we get there. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for tonight. I feel like in the grand scheme of things, a fairly short, like any recording of mine these days, it's under 40 minutes. I'm like, oh, that's a pretty short one. Huh. But, like I said, like kind of just an intro to the season, there's not too much else to go on aside from like those juicy Horde Prime scenes and kind of like the start of Adora's arc for the season, right? Like her not being She-Ra is the most interesting thing they've done with her character in a little while. So I'm excited to see how that plays out too. And if it's going to be as simple of a solution as just having Entrap to like make another sword. Like, I pulled together all the first one's tech that I had, and I made this sword for you, Adora. So I don't know. We'll see that too. Lots of stuff still to come. Even though we're in the home stretch now, we still got 12 episodes left. So hey, I hope you're locked in just like I am. So, hey, like I said before, don't forget to leave a like on your way out. And don't forget to leave that comment. Let me know what you thought of this episode. Give me some fake spoilers for the whole rest of the show. Yeah, make them ridiculous. Make them silly. I'd love to read them. But, until the next episode, thanks for watching and take it easy. I'll catch you next time, folks. See ya.